The first movie in the Fast and Furious series is simply titled The Fast and the Furious, or sometimes referred to as Fast and Furious 1. It was released in 2001 and served as the introduction to the franchise. Fast and Furious, also known as The Fast and the Furious, is an action-packed film released in 2001. The movie centers around the underground world of street racing and follows the story of Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker, an undercover police officer, and Dominic Toretto, played by Vin Diesel, a skilled street racer and mechanic. The story begins with a series of daring truck hijackings in Los Angeles. Brian, an aspiring street racer and FBI agent, is assigned to infiltrate Dominic's crew suspected of involvement in the robberies. Brian befriends Dominic and becomes involved in the illegal street racing scene to gain his trust. During his time with Dominic and his crew, Brian develops a romantic relationship with Dominic's sister, Mia, played by Jordana Brewster, further complicating his loyalty. He also faces challenges from Dominic's rival, Johnny Tran, played by Rick Yoon, who is involved in the hijackings. As Brian delves deeper into the underground racing world, he discovers that Dominic and his crew are not the culprits behind the truck robberies. Instead, they have been hijacking trucks to steal valuable electronic equipment. Dominic's motives are revealed to be personal, as he seeks revenge against the truck driver responsible for his father's death in a racing accident. As tensions rise and the truth unfolds, Brian must decide where his loyalty lies. Ultimately, Brian chooses to protect Dominic and his crew from the law enforcement agencies closing in on them. In a final showdown, Brian and Dominic team up to confront the real culprits behind the robberies, leading to a high-speed chase and intense action sequences. In the end, Dominic is captured by the authorities, but Brian lets him escape, sacrificing his own career as a law enforcement agent. The movie concludes with Brian and Dominic parting ways, but the foundation for a deep friendship and future adventures is established. Fast and Furious sets the stage for a successful franchise that would continue to explore the world of fast cars, intense action, and the bonds of family in subsequent films. The Fast and the Furious film series became a franchise due to the success and popularity of the first movie. The initial film garnered significant attention for its thrilling action sequences, charismatic cast, and focus on the underground world of street racing. Following the success of the first film, Universal Pictures recognized the potential for a series and decided to continue the story with subsequent installments. The franchise expanded its scope beyond street racing and evolved into a series of high-octane heists, international adventures, and thrilling action sequences. The franchise's success can be attributed to several factors, including the charismatic performances of the main cast, the adrenaline-fueled car races and action sequences, the emphasis on family and loyalty, and the ability to evolve and adapt to different settings and storylines. Each subsequent film in the series built upon the established world and introduced new characters, expanded storylines, and pushed the boundaries of action and stunts. The Fast and Furious franchise has become known for its over-the-top action, diverse ensemble cast, and the merging of fast cars and high-stakes adventures. The popularity of the franchise has resulted in numerous sequels, spin-offs, and a dedicated fanbase. It has become one of the highest-grossing film franchises of all time, with each new installment eagerly anticipated by fans around the world.